Guys, it's the third day of November and the beginning of a new week, but things are not really looking good for crypto. Bitcoin is at $107,000 at the moment. Are we going into a bear market, or is there a possible reversal? This is what we are going to be talking about in this video. So before I continue with the chart, do well to like and subscribe to this channel, and also turn on the post notifications so that anytime I upload another crypto update like this, you'll be the first to get notified. So let's get on with the chart. First, let's quickly take a look at Bitcoin at the weekly scale. Now we are still in this expanding triangle right here, and the previous week we did make a doji candle. I don't know if this is called a doji candle, or we just like price did not move that much, and this is the new week right now, and it's like we are hitting the bottom right now, and price is definitely going lower. So there is one indicator that I'm currently looking at right now, which is the stochastic RSI. The weekly stochastic RSI is way below the bottom, and it's like we are trying to see a possible reversal on the weekly stochastic RSI, but that doesn't mean that price might not go lower further, because if we look at the scale of things, that we had the first touch of this support trend line, this second touch, and there might likely be a third touch of this trend line, which we could go lower before we could see a possible reversal. But the thing is, if price eventually goes lower, we should not break this blue support trend line right here. And if we take a look at this blue support trend line, we'll be holding this support trend line way from $53,000. This was a first touch, second touch of this trend line, and it's like price is wanting to go down to get a touch, but we could go down, but we should not see a break of this blue trend line. But because if we see a break, that might signal the bull market being over, and we would be going into a bear market. So let's quickly take a look at the daily time frame. The daily time frame isn't doing much. This is the opening candle of today, and what we are currently seeing is a massive bearish momentum, and we are engulfing the 3 previous days candlestick, which signifies that we might also drop to the downside. But this candlestick has not yet closed, but because if we close below this support level around 106,300, we could see a possible downside, maybe hitting this support right here, this other block right here I highlighted around $102,000, because when first we went down, we did not mitigate this other block, so we had a pump to the outside. We got rejected around $140,000, and it seems currently now we are trying to break this support before we could go lower. Looking at the daily stochastic RSI, you could see that is right around the middle, and price has not yet gotten to the oversold region. Now my thesis is the weekly is at the bottom, while the daily is yet to go to the bottom. Now before going on a long position, my thesis is the stochastic RSI must first, on the daily, must first go over to the oversold region, maybe over around, before we see a possible reversal to the upside. Then that's why I think price might go lower, because the 3 previous video I think have been hitting on me focusing much on the downside than the upside. So I probably think price will go lower, but first we just need to see the close of this daily candlestick. Then we could probably see maybe a drop to the downside, or either a reversal to the upside. Because if price lose this level, we could go as slow as hitting this trend line at 97,200. Maybe we could hover around this place for a while before we see a possible reversal to the upside. So that is my thesis for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So let's quickly take a look at the 1 hour. Things are looking pretty much bearish on the 1 hour. It's like we are trying to regain this level. When I did my last video, I said that if price fail to close above this neckline, because we did make an inverse head and shoulder, this was the first shoulder, the head, and the second shoulder. So price attempted to break above this neckline, but I said if price should break above this neckline, then we could easily see a pump to this resistance and $115,000. But it's like during the weekend we hover around this place for a while, but we got to this level, but price did not actually break above it, so we easily got rejected at this level, going as low as 107,200. But it's like we are seeing a little bit of green candlestick at the moment. The thing is, if before tomorrow runs out, if we could actually see a reclaim of this level, if we actually see a reclaim of this level, price going up, then retesting this level as support, we could easily see a push to the upside. But if not, maybe we could see a further drop to the downside. There is a tweet I tweeted on X. There's a tweet I tweeted on X that it's the 3rd day of November and Bitcoin is already having another leg to the downside, which we've been predicting and I'll be hitting on for days. And there is another by this guy Tracer that says Bitcoin Insider Way increases its long position, BTC $133 million. And you could see the positions right here. But the thing is, it's not that like now they definitely lose something we don't, but it's not like price would drop further to the downside. Price might drop further, giving us this flash crash kind of stuff. We could see a flash crash, you know, when price give us this flash crash, then a quick recovery. So that is what we could see, and I'm currently anticipating on getting a limit order, like putting on a limit order, some limit order around $102,000 and as well as $97,000, because I think price might go down to this level. About the trade I was holding last week, because I entered the trade during Friday or on Thursday, and I'll be holding this short position on the 1 hour time frame, and this is actually the outcome of the trade right now. This is actually the outcome of the trade. It seems as if this bull market is something else. This bull market is something else. Unlike 2021, this period was actually the top for the crypto market. But it's like we are going to be starting hot season maybe December or next year 2026. So this was how I entered the trade. I entered the trade around here and I held the trade throughout the weekend. Price went as high as one levels 260. Wanted to hit my stop loss. That was why I put my stop loss just above this current high right here. You can see that I added my stop loss just above this current line, and I set an alert that whatever price get to my stop loss, it will trigger. But it's like we are down, we are in a profit, we're in a massive profit, just 50% profit, and my take profit target is at $104,000, and I really think we are going to hit that level, because we are already seeing size of rejection around the $107,000, and we might actually drop lower. So that is my thesis for today's update. If possibly we see price go lower to those levels I've outlined, I'll be looking forward to try to scale into some of my altcoin position, and also to buy some fractions of Bitcoin on as price gets lower. I know it's not easy to try to dollar cost when the markets are red like this, because that is the best possible strategy that you can employ right now, so that you can maximize your gains whenever the market recover. So that is it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Trade safe.